Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be upcycling some jeans into a skirt, and then we're going to be taking some old ties and adding them along the side. So this is a two-in-one project. I'll show you how to make the skirt first, and then I'll show you how to cut out the sides to add the ties. It's also a super easy upcycling project, so if you are new to sewing, you should have no problem finding the easy step-by-step tutorial. With all that being said, let's get started. Getting started with supplies, you'll need one pair of pants, and you can use any style of pants for this project. It doesn't matter the material or fit. Going along with the pants, you'll need at least 6 ties. And again, you can get these in any size, color, or width. And the reason I'm grabbing 6 is because I'll be adding 3 on each side of the skirt, but if you want to add more or less, you can totally do so. For the moment, we can place the ties off to the side so we can prepare the pants. And what we're going to do is measure down 2 to 4 inches on the inseam and cut off both of the pant legs. Definitely save the material from the pant legs for other projects, but for the moment, we can place it off to the side. Using a dethreader, dethread the remaining portion of the inseam. You don't want to cut it because we're actually going to be resewing the seam, so we want to keep it intact as possible. Now that we have the bottom opened up, we can go to the center seam and dethread to the bottom of the fly. And the goal is to dethread high enough so when we overlap the 2 sides, the whole front panel sits perfectly flat. And I found going to the bottom of the fly is a perfect point to make this happen. Flip the pants to the back side and do the same thing, but this time we're only going to the center of the back pockets. At this point, you should have both the front and back dethreaded, and when you overlap the 2 sides, they sit perfectly flat. The bottom out point has a raw edge, so all I'm going to do is tuck it under, pin it down so it's a nice clean edge. For this stitch, we're actually going to be sewing directly in the old factory stitch path. There's 2 stitches on each seam, so I'm going to place in 1 stitch in each one of the paths. Flip it back around to the front side, and we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to place our stitch directly in the old factory stitch path. And I do recommend matching the thread color to what's on the pants to help it blend together, because if you blend it right, it's going to look like it was actually made as a skirt to start. Now that we have the skirt foundation, we're going to clean up the bottom by trimming the back edge flush with the front edge. Flip the skirt around to one of the side seams and grab 3 of your ties. Overlap the ties about 1 inch, and then we're going to line the side points of the ties up with the bottom of the skirt. Once you have them all lined up, grab a pair of scissors and cut down the center of the waistband. Grab the remaining 3 ties and make the same cut. I like to place the cut ties on top and then make my second cut. Split the ties up into groups of 3 and overlap each tie 1 inch. And you're going to want to reflect each set. So if I start with the left one up on one set, I want to start with the right one up on the opposite. Now that we have the 2 sets of ties lined up, we're going to add a stitch down the overlapped areas. And ultimately, this is going to create one big tie panel so we can place it on the side of the skirt. After sewing, double check both sides, make sure all the layers got stitched together. If everything is looking good, we can grab the skirt. Just like in the previous steps, we're going to flip the skirt on one of the side seams and place one of the tie sets directly down the center of the seam. The goal is to cut out a strip on the skirt so that way we can replace it with the tie patch. But before we can do that, we need to dethread the waistband, and we're only going to dethread it at the point where it intersects the ties. And maybe go past each tie edge about 1 inch on the waistband. As you can see, this pair of pants has a belt loop in the way, so I'm just going to dethread it at the bottom and then I'll stitch it down later. With the small section of the waistband dethreaded, we're going to grab one of the tie patches and place it inside to see if it's the right width. And it is best to overshoot it about 1 inch on both sides. It's just going to help with placement in future steps. Leave the tie patch in the waistband, and what we're going to do next is cut out the patch on the skirt. And you want to cut on the inside of the tie about a 1/2 inch. This is going to become the seam allowance. Remove the skirt patch, place the ties back in the waistband, place the skirt edges under the tie a 1/2 inch. That's going to be the 1/2 inch of seam allowance that we cut. And we're placing the skirt under the ties for clean edges, but if you want a rough edge look, you can place the skirt on top of the ties. Either way works perfectly fine. It really comes down to the style you're going for. Then we're going to place a stitch on the outside edge of the tie patch. Flip the skirt around to the opposite side seam and repeat the process. This pair of pants has a leather patch in the way. It's super easy to get around. All you have to do is dethread it. But you really want to make sure you line the second tie patch up with the first tie patch on the opposite side. And I like to reference the bottom points to make sure they're perfectly aligned. But once you're ready, we're going to take it to the sewing machine and stitch the outside edge of each tie patch. After sewing, double check all the layers, make sure everything got stitched together. And as you can see, we have this raw edge on the inside. I usually serge that before I sew on the tie patch. That's the quickest way to clean up the edge. The second way is to fold it inward and place your stitch on top. Either method works if you're trying to clean up the raw edges on the inside. But since this is denim, after a couple washes, it's going to fluff up really nice, look distressed, and match the bottom edge of the skirt. But anyways, moving on, the next thing we want to do is seal off the waistband. And all you have to do is make sure the top edge is inside the waistband. There should be enough room for the waistband to sit. If you have to trim it down, that's totally fine. Line up the bottom edge for the inside and outside of the waistband, place a few pins, and repeat this process for the opposite side. You're going to want to fold the belt loop out of the way, stitch the waistband, fold the belt loop back down, and then tack stitch stitch the belt loop. This waistband can be fairly bulky, so just take your time and use a heavyweight needle. The trickiest thing about this step is keeping the waistband lined up on both sides as you're sewing. If it doesn't stay lined up, you could always dethread it and try it again. And you also want to make sure you're sewing in the factory stitch path at the bottom of the waistband. But that's going to do it, and the final step is adding your branding. I use leather strips added with double-sided rivets, but you can switch it up, use woven tags, embroidery, or even screen print. And for the bottom edge, I left that distress, and I also ran it through the washer one time. This is what it looks like after one cycle. The more you wash it, the better it's going to look, and if you want more distress, you can actually take a pair of scissors and add a bunch of cuts along the edge, throw it through the washer, and it's going to look really nice. The fun thing about this project is that you don't have to just stop at adding the ties on the side. You can actually add them through the entire front. If you do this, I recommend going under the fly because it gets a little bit tricky when you're trying to sew over the zipper. You can also do the same thing along the back, and I do recommend going below the pockets, but for the pockets, you can actually just cut right through them if you would like. Other than that, I hope you had some fun with this project and you made a skirt that's unique to your style. And there you have it, your skirt with ties along the side is complete. Hopefully yours turned out as good as mine did. I know when you're sewing through the pockets on the side or the back, it can be a little bit tricky, so just going slow over those areas and using a heavier weight needle really does help. And there's a lot of different things you can do with the ties. You don't just have to add them along the sides. You can actually extend them along the front if you drop them below the fly, and you can also do it in the back below the pockets, or you can even cut into the pocket. But like always, I love to see what you come up with, so tag me on Instagram at PropFitClothing. Until then, I'm gonna keep the videos coming at you, so I'll see you next time.